Welcome back, YouTube. So, during the break, we gained a Merce and lost to Carthage. So if we go back to the player map mode, so we've now got a Dobuna, so... what are they called? Yeah, Dobunia, which is cool. However, we did lose Carthage, because apparently he's been awake for something ridiculous, like 28 hours or something crazy. So fair enough. But that does mean that one of the potential flashpoints has now disappeared. And I'd like to see a little bit more player-on-player action here, I think. So I might go in with a big stirring ladle and stir it a bit. See what we can do. I still think that Crete is going to be the big flashpoint, or possibly Dalmatia. I really was kind of hoping that Thrace and Macedonia would have spread a little bit further towards this. But yeah, it does mean that there's not going to be a Punic War. The other thing is we just had a rehost, so that may have reset the alliances. I just wanted to double check that more because I'm curious than anything. Also, that may well have reset the alliance between Carthage and Egypt. Where's that? That's in diplomacy, which is accessed by clicking on them. Alright, so the allies were indeed broken. Carthage has no allies. And Egypt is allied to Rome. But it's still guaranteeing all of the Greek city-states. What happened to Roach Carthage? Went to bed. He'd been awake for far too long. Wait, Mordred, you are playing as who? I am playing as the Almighty Observer, also known as a Commentator. Who now has his cup of tea. I was about to say how many I've had, but then it scared me a little. Mordred is Thor. There you go. They were actually kind of joking between stream, well, during the break there. Thrace was trying to convert Rome to Hellenic, like Greek religion rather than Roman religion. And I was like, have you heard of my Lord and Saviour Zeus? I was like, have you heard of my Lord and Saviour Odin? And everyone's like, it's several hundred years too early, Mordred. Oh. Although Woden would have been this era, I think. Woden was like the predecessor to Odin. He was the Germanic god. Odin and Thor have no power in this time frame. No, but Woden would. Because Woden was one of the druidic gods. Woden is Odin, yes, but he's also the Celtic form. And the Celts were around at this point. Who is Mordred playing tomorrow? If you have not done so already, I would highly recommend you go over to youtube.com/Mordred Viking, where you will find a brand new series which has started today. And you will find a couple of hints right there, because I'm continuing that game. So there's going to be the 3 episodes I uploaded today, 3 episodes tomorrow morning, and then in tomorrow evening at 5 PM is going to be another Imperator stream where I continue the single player. So you kind of want to be caught up, if at all possible, before the evening stream. Otherwise you'll be going, how the hell did this happen? Although the important one is episode 1. Episode 1 is kind of explaining the entire concept behind what I'm trying to do. And I have to say I'm really quite proud of it. I really like that episode. It's a good one. So if so, Marshall... No, you've done it already. Thank you. Okay, so... Is there anything you want me to look at, or to explain, or to describe, or to do a deep dive into? Bactria trying to do. Stop deselecting. Bactria's, wow, population's 1,500. That's the thing we haven't looked at for a while, actually. It's populations 1,500 for Egypt. That is... No, sorry, for Bactria. Egypt's up to 3,600. Moria's up to 8,900. It might hit 9,000 fairly soon. Carthage is at 1,800. Rome is at 2,100. So Rome has now overtaken Carthage. Macedon 872, Sparta 235, Thrace 731. Then we've got Eravisia, which is 366, Helvetia 710, Kugernia 443, 1062 for Suabia. It's still got enormous armies. Babunia is at 238. And then the other thing which we were checking was the score tally, which has really shifted a bit. Sicily is in first place, then Rome, then Moria, then Thrace, then Carthage, Chera, Egypt, Macedon, Kugernia, and Asica. And the Bosphorus, Sparta, Bactria, Suabia, and Dabunia in 26th. What about Tardenia? Oh yeah, good question. Tardenia at 580. Is Tardenia a matriarchy? I just noticed their governors were female as well. They are? It's a matriarchy. I wonder how that happens. Laws? Yeah. Matriarchy, 100%. I don't know. Doesn't seem to be anything specific. Maybe it's a cultural thing? Maybe a religious thing? Tertanetian. Canaanite. Are the Canaanites matriarchal? That would all be Carthage. Gymnesia, also female. I think the Canaanites are matriarchal. Oh no, these are mixed. Oh no, you're right. Yeah, there are some men here. Okay, so it is mixed. Cool. Mordred is actually number 1. Oh yeah, absolutely. Okay, so is Rome planning to go any further north, I wonder? If we go to Rome, we'll be able to see if they have any casus bellis. Although it has to be said that the CBs in this game work rather differently from other ones. When you fabricate a claim, so if you go over to Insubria and you say you need to die, you can go to the covert actions and then fabricate claim is right here. It will just cost you a bunch of oratory power, and they can be quite expensive. Like, I don't think I've ever seen it with less than 100. You click that, you get the claim straight away. There's no downtime, there's no wait, and then boom, you can declare war. So surprise and sudden wars coming out of the blue are definitely a thing in this. Plus, you can also declare no CB wars, for example, superiority. But that does come with a more hefty AE penalty, I believe. The oratory basically just means you can save yourself a bunch of that. So how are the people's military is looking? Sicily is at their maximum, making a pretty decent amount of money as well. And of course their armies are going to be more scary because of their huge tech bonus. That's going to be giving them like 50% more morale, like minimum pretty much. Manpower for Rome is now actually recovering. And his manpower replenishment, 600 a month, is actually pretty decent. 27 income. Rome's ramping up, definitely. Then we've got Macedon making 2 dockets. 12,000 manpower in the bank. 300 a month. Maximum of 115. What's Rome's max? That's not Rome. That's Rome. 177. Alright, Sparta. I know that Sparta was wanting to go after Stymphalia, so I wonder if they're going to do that. 1 docket and 18 out of 50. Thrace. 30,000 out of 88,000. You know what? Thrace is looking pretty balanced, pretty stable. And I know that Thrace's player was really talking about how they wanted to do that, and they were doing a lot of work on the internal stability. So Horathrak is definitely like a get your foundations laid and then you can expand out from there. Somewhat of a similar playstyle to my own, I would think. Suabia. Way more aggressive and expansionist than I would be. 5,000 ducats. 59,000 manpower of 133. Suabia is, by the looks of things, getting ready to push south through the passes. So maybe Suabia versus Rome is going to happen at some point. That's a question. Can he form Phoenicia? I doubt it, because Carthage is basically the modern form of Phoenicia. No. You can found Novo Carthago, though. Local pop growth 0.1, commerce income plus 10, civilization plus 10, and you get a bunch of free population. And you get claims on the Hispanian coastline. 500 ducats, worth it. Something else must be required, because you could already afford that. Ah, here we go. You have to own Mustia. Contestania, Meridonalis, and Semprionalis. Which are where? These bits. Okay. Fair enough. Who else would be potentially able to form Phoenicia? These guys, maybe? Gymnasia. I quite like the idea that these guys are on the Balearics. I don't know if they actually start there, but if it's just these guys on the Balearics, then that would be kind of interesting. So we wanted to see their decisions. Oligarchy, aristocracy, theocratic, and dictatorship, so no. Although I do also want to see if they have any diplomatic relations. Like, are they a subject? Yes, they are a subject of Carthage. Okay, not as interesting. But they are a plutocratic republic. We have our merchant republic. Civic, religious. Really? Civic, religious, and not civic, orator? Oligarchic republic is civic, orator. I wonder what civic, orator is, if there is one. One of the monarchies, maybe? Orator, military for the aristocratic monarchy. They are the same, they're just in a different order. Military, orator. Autocratic, religious, civic, military. Autocratic, religious, civic, military. Moria, military, orator. Yeah, I wonder if there are going to be any other plutocratic republics. So this is the only one that I know of so far. North African traditions. With the following effects: trireme cost, light cavalry discipline, camel planes, camel heavy light cavalry planes, trireme offense, light infantry defense. That's a pretty good combination, actually. I'm kind of eyeing up this nation for a future playthrough. I like the idea of this. So one of the things that they did tell us with the embargo details is there is due to be another patch in June. I think I'm allowed to say this. And in that patch they're going to be focusing on naval expansion. So one of the reasons I'm not playing a naval nation right now, which is why we're the Langobards in the middle of Germany, is because I'm staying clear of the naval game until that overhaul happens. Because I think they're planning to add like some new ship types rather than just triremes. Are there any Phoenician nations in the Holy Land? I don't think so, no. Well, actually, what are these? Sidon is... Phoenician, yes. And Canaanite, definitely Phoenician. So yeah, there are. Autocratic monarchy. Autocratic monarchy. And autocratic monarchy. Phrygia is that. That's impassable. I thought there were a couple of small ones over here. Oligarch. Oh, that is actually Carthage. Migratory tribe. Tripolitan revolt. Oligarchic, oligarchic, oligarchic. That might be one of the only plutocratics. There might be a few here. Plutocratic Republic, there we go. So yeah, the Iberian ones look to be the plutocratics. Because there were a couple of Phoenician colonies on the Iberian coast. Some of them may already have been conquered though. Interesting that there are a mix of settled and migratories. I had not expected that. Very interesting. And is Avernia still alive? Like, Avernia is the one that I really want to keep an eye on, because they have one of the most interesting governments at the start. Like, these guys start with the same government reform that Helvetia gets. And in fact, Suabia probably has it too. We should probably double check that. Military, civic orator, and it is called Federation, Federated Tribe. Same. No, Suabia is still a migratory tribe, so Helvetia gets the upgrade, but Suabia doesn't. What about you? What are you when you... Oh dear, they died? Oh no! They died! No, they haven't. They're still them. Right, showing the whole province, not the whole country. You're also a migratory tribe, nothing special. Is Massalia in the game? Yes. Plutocratic Republic, there's another one. They're Hellenistic in the midst of a Gallic area. That would be a tough game. Like the only Hellenes in a very, very Gallic area. Interesting. Same. They're also Hellenic religion. So yes, that would be another of the interesting ones. To me anyway. What formidable religions do her nations do the Averni have? I'm not sure they have any. No, they have Gaul, I think. Nope, no formables. I think Avernia basically is the formable. They just start with it.
Okay.
Might as well try.
Yeah, might as well try the Hot Joy method. He's got to set up his stream. Just give me a buzz when you're ready, Aldra.
Oh, you guys are already talking. Is Aldra actually in this channel?
No, he's setting all his stuff up.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure you were seeing his messages.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got another player jumping in. Oh, you know what?
Oil enough. Let's start.
Do we have an idea who Uldra wants to play as?
No, I don't know.
No idea.
Because I was thinking he could jump in as Carthage.
Oh,
You could.
Sure.
he could.
Because it would be really nice to have a Punic War at some point.
I mean, okay.
Yes.
Oh, I
Convert
may
everybody.
just get more out of this than I originally hoped.
Yeah, I think Carthage
Don't
would be a
mind.
really good choice, Uldra. If you don't mind.
I just flogged an old man to death.
Oh my.
As is tradition.
He was 77. And a disloyal general, so I decided he needed to die.
I like your style.
And I'm
Sorry, Supreme Terrific, this is a closed game, because it's still embargo, so it has to only be people that Paradox is actually giving the game to. I'm sure at some point in the future I will be doing a community multiplayer game, in which case, yes, it will be open to everyone. But this one, I'm afraid I can't. Seeing as it's a pre-release, and they would be rather upset if we did. Okay, so we're getting a Carthage, that's been confirmed. Uldra Hill is jumping in with Carthage, which is great. Oh, sorry. In that case I would suggest talking to Midgeman, he's the one hosting all of this. Yeah, my bad. Oh, Avernia's fighting stuff. Who's Avernian fighting? Oh dear, Avernia is fighting against Biturgia. Biturgia is kind of gobbling everyone in their area up right now, so I'm not sure that Avernia is going to be surviving for very much longer. Do we have any other wars? We have Dorbunia currently fighting against people. Probably trying to consolidate as much territory as they can in a short amount of time, going after Daemonia. And then... Egypt's fighting. Ooh, who's Egypt fighting? I'll laugh so hard if Egypt's at war with Carthage. I don't think they are, though. No, this is the first Militan-Kosian War. Egypt versus Miletos. And Rhodes. Rhodes is the Red Rose. Interesting. Honorary Lancastrians. Of course they're honorary Lancastrians. It's the Knights. Oh man, that's amazing. Who else? Sparta's fighting. Who's Sparta fighting against? Oh, Sparta's actually fighting. Ah, you finally started on Symphalia. Excellent. Let's watch this for a bit. Because I'd like to see a couple more of the battles. Now that we're a little bit further into the game, hopefully we can see a little bit more of the technology having an effect on the different combat abilities. Because at the start, everything was like the same. It's entirely dependent on your force composition. Now I think that force composition is still going to matter a lot. And probably even more so, but it's going to be more specialized. So for example, mid-game Rome would have amazing legionaries, because that's just the way the traditions work. They are heavy infantry. So I kind of want to see like Roman heavy infantry just kicking ass and taking names. Rhodes is one province, that's upsetting. Rhodes is one city, yes. Within a larger province. Caria Littoralis. And they produce glass. Ooh, wow. Rhodes is a valuable province. Massive population too. 24. Not bad. Oh, Carpathos, part of Crete. A little Cretan outpost. Naxos. Pharos, Melos, Thera, good grief, Siphos, Kinthos, Chaos. It's the city of Chaos. Tynos, Andros, Syros, Delos. Like, all of the Aegean Islands are their own cities. That's kind of mental, actually. I like that. Ionia. Kos. Kalimnos. Leros. Astipalia. Palia. Loads and loads of different islands over here. This is really kind of cool. Like, I was kind of expecting this would be split into maybe 3 sections. Like, these islands, these islands, these islands. Nope. Every single island is its own city-state. Or its own city. We're rehosting because we have new players joining. Let me just go and double check with Mitch.
The billions.
No.
Did Supreme Terrific get in touch with you, Mitch?
He wants to join, but I haven't found a way to get him onto the server.
Oh. Because he does have the game, I just double checked that. He was streaming it earlier.
Yeah. Just create an invite.
And are we quitting out for the rehost?
I've already quit.
I love that it doesn't tell you. Please tell us.
Yep.
Yeah.
I put it in the message. I said rehosting.
Yeah, fine.
What's your checksum, by the way, guys?
F3 A1.
There you go.
I will
If it's
check as soon
anything-
as the pop-ups stop.
Yeah. If it's anything different, just
Have another pop-up.
Oh, jeez.
revalidate. your
Black
Steam
Ninja was
files.
around earlier. I wonder if he still is.
Oh, wait, sorry. Where do I actually see the checksum?
If you go into into the multiplayer browser, it'll
Oh,
say
you
at the
mean right in
bottom
front of me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Don't worry, Penelope.
Right next to
you'll
the
get a bite.
Clausewitz logo.
Yes.
Hey,
You'll
there
get
it
a bite
is.
of pizza. Don't worry. You're a good girl.
Oh, pizza. I'm definitely getting one of those this evening.
How have
I
you
had
guys
one
been
before
doing,
I
by the
joined, I
way?
want one.
Not bad,
Not bad.
actually.
Surprisingly well, considering I had to spend the first 30 years just trying to get free.
Yeah. That was a bit of an epic on its own. It was quite impressive.
I've just been fighting the pools of losing manpower into attrition. You know, casual Rome things.
I've given up
Oh,
on
yeah, normal
manpower.
stuff.
I'm going for all the money.
What's the password, by the way?
It's pinned.
Yeah, don't say it.
Yeah.
I don't see.
Oh, you mean the...
Yeah, password.
It's,
What's it? Oh, sorry.
1,
It's
2,
it's
3, 4.
it's pinned next to. This is the fucking password.
Oh yes, I see. Password 123. Very good.
There you go.
Because the first time Midge wrote down the password, he didn't specify this is the password.
It was just a random
Yeah,
word
it's just
in
a
the
word.
chat.
Yeah,
Thanks.
yeah.
Yeah,
I-
all right.
I'm looking for it.
Should
Oh,
be the
there it
second pin in general.
Oh, yeah, that's how you look at pins. I knew that.
You click on the little pin.
Of course.
Could not find the server you were attempting... Oh, be like that.
Don't be that way.
I mean, I'm loading in.
Yeah,
I think
same.
I am now loading in.
My number just went up, so we're joining.
So you guys have alliances set up for the different regions, or is it just everybody just playing
Oh,
around?
it's just everyone's playing.
Oh
the
shit,
people
I'm in a
split up.
war and the alliances might shift. Oh crap.
Oh, because
only,
it's Ethereum.
oh,
No, no,
Maybe.
only player alliances will shift. But what might happen is AI opinion might change, and they might get more alliances.
yeah.
Yeah, against me.
Yeah, or
I mean-
for you, you might be able to find some friends.
But I'm a regional power, the only one in Britannia.
Ah, okay,
So
fair.
I can't ally anybody. I can guarantee them, but that's not really to my benefit.
Also, as long as you're already in the war, that won't change. They will still be in the war with you.
Oh, that's good then.
Yeah, yeah. So no worries. The wars don't break.